This boy was just a janitor at MIT. One day, while mopping the floor, he glanced at a math problem on the blackboard. He had no idea it was one of the most difficult advanced Fourier equations in the world, but he solved it effortlessly. The professor who posted the problem rushed over and saw the correct solution. He asked the students, but none of the top students in the class claimed credit. That's when the professor realized MIT had just uncovered a new genius. But no one could have guessed that this genius was a quiet janitor. The professor had made a promise. Anyone who solved the equation by the end of the semester would receive top academic credit, and their name would be etched into MIT history. Yet the mysterious genius never showed up, so the professor issued a new challenge. He and a colleague designed another problem. This one had taken them over 2 years to solve. That night, while cleaning, Jack saw the new equation, and once again, he started solving it. But this time, the professor caught him in the act. At first, he thought Jack was just scribbling nonsense on the board. He stepped in and was ready to stop him. Jack saw the professor and quickly ran off. The professor chased him around the corner, but Jack had vanished. When he turned back to the board, the professor saw something that left him speechless. But Jack's brilliance didn't stop there. He had a near photographic memory. No math problem was too hard for him. He'd barely gone to school, but his home was filled with books. He could memorize the book after one glance. But for someone with such talent, he spent his days messing around, getting into trouble, no goals and no plan in life. After asking around, the professor finally tracked Jack down. But by then, Jack had already landed in court for assault. He defended himself in court alone and didn't hire a lawyer because he had memorized legal codes so well. This left the opposing lawyer speechless. It was clear this wasn't Jack's first time in front of a judge. The professor was amazed, his admiration written all over his face, but still sent to a prison with a high bail he couldn't pay. That's when the professor stepped in. He wanted to help the young man and see what he was truly capable of. The judge agreed to let Jack out on bail under 2 conditions. First, he had to meet weekly with the professor to study advanced mathematics. Second, he had to attend therapy sessions. Jack hated the idea of seeing a therapist, but it beat staying in jail. And soon, he started showing the professor just how brilliant he really was. No matter how complex the equations are, Jack could solve it in just a minute. Proudly, the professor placed a hand on Will's shoulder. He saw a future in this young man.